Dear guests, we are almost ready. We will start our presentation today in English, taking into account that CFA exam is in English and all CFA affiliated programs mostly are in English. So just be ready. So I think I can start. So you're welcome. Today we are speaking about CFA Institute, CFA chart holders, why it is important for financial people to pass through CFA exams, and how Higher School of Economics can assist you in this field. So first, I would like to give the floor to Elena Guseva. She is responsible for designing online programs in the Higher School of Economics, and she would like to share with you several words and ideas. Elena, please, you're welcome.
Thank you very much. Is it okay? Yeah. Dear guests, thank you for taking the time to attend our webinar. It's devoted to CFA exam, online education in general, and training at the Master of Finance program in particular. This is the first full-time higher education program in the field of finance, which is realized online in Russia. This program, as it was said, is an English language program, and there are foreign listeners among the participants. That's why, if everyone is comfortable, the language of this webinar will be English. So at our meeting, we will discuss the issues of admission and training at the program, CFA exam, how to pass it, and you will also have an opportunity to ask the question to our academic supervisor, and to communicate with students who are already the students of the program. So enjoy your time. I think it will be very useful to you. And I like to introduce our next speaker, the manager of the program, Margarita. Margarita, you're welcome.
Yes, thank you very much. So just a sec, I will share the presentation. And of course, good evening, dear listeners, dear applicants, dear students. First 10 minutes of our presentation will be dedicated to online education in general. So let me begin. And to begin with, let me show you some statistics on the subject. According to the slide that you can see now on your screens, in 2020, more than 6 million students were getting their higher education completely online. So such a great number, of course, was influenced by the situation in the world. I mean, globalization, digitalization, and the pandemic appeared to be the most influential factors for growing popularity of online education. The result is that more than 200 million people now enrolled in global and national educational programs online. Nowadays, the number continues to constantly grow, as well as the demand. So key factors are illustrated in this slide. Among them, we can elaborate on the labor market's rapid evolution and students' high mobility. So the present situation in the world proves that enormous companies can change their location because of various obstacles in a very short period of time. So what is the conclusion? So for working people, specialists who want to constantly develop their knowledge in this area, their knowledge in different areas, to develop their skills in different areas, it is convenient to study online, to learn from the world's best professionals and industry leaders, which is unfortunately is not always possible during offline classes. So taking this all into consideration, we can see the growth of educational online offers worldwide, including Russia. Talking about HSC University, which is now the best university in Russia according to the Forbes ranking, the HSC counts more than 1,000 online students. But in total, in Russia, 23 universities now offer both a bachelor's and master's online programs. The most important detail is that an online degree means full-time bachelor's or master's degree in a fully digital format. So it's not just a certificate or professional development. No, it is a full-time educational program after which you receive the diploma. It's worthwhile mentioning that the field of finance remains one of the most popular in online studying. In this slide, you can see the top 5 popular fields, and you can see that finance is on the 2nd place. So now we can move to the next slide. After all the facts and numbers are mentioned, it's impossible to ignore the fact that that in the nearest future, online education will prevail over the offline one, and it's actually beneficial. Because if you decide to choose Master of Finance as your master's, you will have exactly the same privileges as our offline students do. And among them are a state diploma with an English supplement, where full-time education is stated without mentioning the online format. Next, draft deferment, which is now in Russian, отсрочка от призыва. And of course, it's obviously relevant to our male students and applicants. And last but not least, access to the university's online resources. Moreover, if a student wants to, he or she can receive a student's ID card and visit the campus or the studying office to have a conversation with his or her professors. Extra advantages are also present, are also listed in this slide. And among them, we see no need to move and change your lifestyle. But don't forget that if you move and change your lifestyle, online education is more convenient for you to study. Okay, so now, what about the main dates and deadlines of our program? It's very important to let you know that due to the growing demand of online education and the program in particular, Banking Institute decided to prolong the admission campaign of our program. You can apply for Master of Finance until September 20, and all the details are accessible via the link that you can see in the slide. You can scan the QR to check all the information about the admission details and portfolio requirements. But nevertheless, here we can stop this introduction part and now move to the interview with our director and academic supervisor, Vasily Solodkov. Solodkov Vasily Mikhailovich. Good evening, Vasily Mikhailovich.
Good evening, Margarita, but I would like to say a few words about myself. Sorry, I didn't represent myself. So I'm director of the Banking Institute. I am academic supervisor of 2 master programs and 1 MBA program affiliated with CFA Institute. What does it mean? I would explain you later. Besides that, I am a PhD. I was working for a certain period of time for the World Bank. I was Fulbright professor working in the United States. What else? I was chair of the banking department for almost 20 years under High School of Economics. have some particular experience organizing also courses for our private customers, such as, international consulting companies, private banks, the Central Bank of Russia, Sberbank, and so on. So these are both foreign and domestic companies. So, excuse me, Margareta, for interrupting you, and I'm ready to answer all your questions.
Yeah, of course. So I think we will start with questions which are related to CFA, to the CFA exam, and to the CFA Institute. So please, Vasily Mikhailovich, why should financial experts take the CFA exam today? And how can they do that?
I would answer, the following way. If you look through programs over different universities over the globe, most of them are suggesting different financial programs. But for employer who is hiring people, it's very important to understand which potential candidate already knows or not, what he knows or what he doesn't know. That is why was developed CFA Charter, developed, already many years ago. And this charter actually making standards in the financial education. So if one has passed CFA exam or graduated from a CFA affiliated program, it is very clear for the employer what he can expect from this potential candidate to find a job. Besides it, taking into account that CFA is providing wide practice of ethics on the financial market, different instruments, how to work, how to set up networks, and so on. CFA is very important in case you are planning to organize your own company, your own startup. So it's a good signal, not only for your employer, but also for yourself, because you will get this updated knowledge, because a CFA syllabus is updated every year. And because of our program is affiliated with CFA Institute, every year we have audit of the program, and this year we already passed it. And CFA Institute provided us 28 scholarship for the next year. Scholarship means that our students can pay for the CFA exams any level with 75% discount.
Okay, so now I can ask you, what advantages does the CFA certificate provide worldwide, including Russia? And what is the demand?
I think I already answered this question, Margarita.
Mm-hmm.
Because
okay,
that's like stamp of quality. Either you have it or you don't have it.
Mm-hmm.
Because taking into account that competition in this market share is very high, and to be distinguished from other thousands of people, it is very important to have some stamps of quality, and one of the stamps is the CFA Charter.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So now you've commented on the CFA and the collaboration of our program with the CFA Institute. So let's talk about the program teachers. It's not a secret that they are professionals, experts in the field of finance and investment. So could you please tell us the companies or banks they work for?
We have, in case we are speaking from experts from the field, because besides the experts from the field, we have academy from the High School of Economics itself, but experts from the field, mostly the chart holders of the CFA Institute, and they are working for leading international and Russian companies. They are the native speakers of Russian, native speakers of English with different citizenship. And we are trying to attract people from those companies so they would be able to share their experience, to share how to build teams, how to solve conflicts, taking into account that if you are attending a company, especially big companies, not only research, it's also, you know, communication with other people. It's also very important. And besides it, quite often our teachers are inviting our students to work for their companies. And we had, you know, for many, many years, professors, experts from, as I already said, you know, Russian companies, you know, like Sberbank, like Central Bank of Russia, or foreign companies, you know, like Crédit Agricole, Merrill Lynch, the World Bank, IFC. So many of them are participating in different projects and different activities in the program.
Mhm. Thank you. Then, does the program include practice on real cases from the industry? And what is about the syllabus of the program? How does it relate it to the CFA? How is it related to the CFA Institute?
Okay. To be an affiliated program means that at least 75% of the program must fit the syllabus of the CFA Institute. Syllabus of the CFA Institute, if one looked through, consists of actually 10 chapters. And all those chapters are covered with our programs, both international finance program and financial analyst. And besides it, we have some courses which we are considering essential for specialists working on the financial market, such as macroeconomics, advanced econometrics, and theory of finance, which are actually not the part of the syllabus of the CFA. Besides it, you know, we are suggesting some electives, which are also the syllabus of the CFA, for example, like advanced data analysis and machine learning in finance. So students can choose it or not choose it. And we have electives besides core courses on the first and the second year. But I would like to emphasize your attention that in case you are planning only to pass through CFA exams, this is not program for you. This is a master program which will take you 2 years of full study. Besides it, we have short-run courses which are precisely targeted on CFA preparation. So you can look through our website, and if you'd like to do this, you can do it. Those courses are held in Russian.
Thank you. And now, could you please tell us if the program has international partners?
Yes, we have, you know, taken into account that Banking Institute is working for a long time. Besides all partners which has the High School of Economics, we have our own. This is one of the oldest universities in Italy, Siena University. This is applied university in Vienna. This is university in Katowice. And we have strong relations with those universities based on, we have semester exchanges. And besides it, we have master weeks, which are normally held in different countries. Next one is scheduled in Siena, but taking into account what's going in Russia, I'm not sure that will take place. But at least, you know, we can do it online. And besides it, our partners are suggesting a lot of courses which our students could attend in face, or they could attend it online.
Now, when we know all about the schedule, the partners, and the collaboration with the CFA, please describe a typical student of the program. So what is the average age and background? What is the purpose for his education?
As already mentioned, we have two master programs. One is online, which is finance, and other is financial analyst. This is on-campus program. And those I would like to remind you, those who is willing to attend on-campus program, please keep in mind that the deadline is tomorrow, that you have to submit all your documents till tomorrow. If you are speaking about finance program, you can see that we have students from different countries. Most of them are from Russian Federation. And typically they had either economic or financial background. But it doesn't matter that we are not accepting people, let us say, with legal or management background. It doesn't matter. Because we have some preparation courses. And you could get access, you know, to all your textbooks and all pre-recorded videos online, and to spend time getting to know different subjects in the most convenient time for you. Definitely, if you don't have economic background for you, it may be a little difficult comparatively to those who has one, but nevertheless, taking into account my experience, everyone can do it.
Yeah. So probably the most popular questions from our applicants. Is it difficult to combine studying at the program and to working full-time in a company?
It's a good point, but I suggest, you know, to give a floor to our current students. Let them share their experience.
Yeah.
Maxim, guys.
Maybe Maxim Kamarinis can comment on this question.
Hello, everybody. Of course, my name is Maxim, and now I'm going to become a second course student of program Master of Finance. And I'd like to say that despite the fact that you have already got a detailed description of the program, and I haven't prepared any speech, so I'll be talking about the matters why I really enjoy studying this program. I'd like to say that I had a weak economic background before I entered higher school of economics, and I wanted to make my economic background stronger. And actually, I got here everything I wanted. So firstly, I like to say that there was no exaggeration that all professors are real professionals of the field, and they give very qualified materials and knowledge. So I had no doubts after I became a student of our program. And also it's very important that there is no obstacles for combining a full-time job and studying the program. It was very important for me, and I was looking for a program that could give me such an opportunity. And our program, I think, is one of the best variants on the market. Because I work full-time, sometimes I think more than full-time, and I can study on my preferred pace, so I can choose time when I want to pass courses, but there are also live webinars where I'm able to ask all questions that I find difficult, all questions that I'm interested in. So I think that the online format of the program has no negative effect on the quality of the education. And I think that in 21st century, there is no reason to go anywhere to get an education. You are not becoming smarter when you are studying in the classes offline. The most important thing here is to do your best to learn all the materials that are provided by the professors. As my background was quite weak, I had some difficulties, as Vasily Mikhailovich has already mentioned. It is a bit difficult, but it is possible. It's possible to become one of those who already has this background. So I think that this program is the best that you can choose, and as I already said, no doubts after I have become a student of the program. I'm very glad to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Maxim.
Yeah, thank you, Maxim. I think Maxim answered the second very popular question from the applicant, that not only financial experts can enter our program, and people without financial background can also study at our program. So, Vasily Mikhailovich, maybe the most relevant question now: how to apply? How to apply for the program?
It's quite easy. The deadline, as I already mentioned, for on-campus program, the deadline is tomorrow. But one who is going to attend the programs on campus can do it. For online program, the deadline is the 20th of September. So you have some time ahead. But what you should do? First, you should prepare a portfolio. Portfolio is very simple. That should be your resume, your motivation letter, 2 letters of recommendations, your diploma with transcripts, professional certificates if you have some. If you don't have, don't care. And if you have professional experience and different achievements and different fields. So please, feel free to contact our office, and they would explain you what kind of, special documents you should submit. When you've done all this stuff, we have 2 different streams for foreign and for Russian students. For foreign students, you must know English, but we are not demanding any English certificates. But you must understand that all the classes will be in English. So it's at your risk. If you are hesitating, you can make an appointment with me, and I can make a judgment. Either you be able with your English, if in case it is not native, to attend this program or not. If you are a Russian student, you should provide us with English certificate if you have one. If you don't have this certificate, you should pass through an exam. And to get there, the score of 51, which is normally done, so it's not quite easy, and so not quite difficult. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So, and last but not least, let's imagine the situation that I'm a foreign applicant and I want to enter the program very much, but I don't have the certificate that confirms my English proficiency, but I know English very well. So what should I do?
I'm afraid I already answered this question. You shouldn't do anything. You are just applying the program. That's all. We are not demanding from foreign students to possess any certificates or to pass through English exam. But if those students are hesitating, as I already mentioned, please contact me or please contact our office and we'll speak, and I can make a judgment. Can you do it or not?
Is it possible?
The thing is that many students are hesitating because of English, but anyway, now I think it is clarified. So, do you have any questions?
I see a question that about the discount. So, as I already said, when we have to pass through the audit of CFA Institute, it's validating the quality of our program on the annual basis. As soon as we did it, we are getting scholarship. And this year, we've got for the next year 28 scholarship, which would be provided to our students on the competitive basis, because we have more students than the scholarships. And those scholarships are for CFA level 1 to 3. So being a student, you can pass through 2 levels with this discount. But it is valid only while you're a student. When you quit the program or you graduated from the program, after that, and you didn't manage to register for the exam in time, it means that this scholarship is not working for you anymore.
Thank you, Vasily Mikhailovich, for answering all the questions, for giving such a interview. And now we have another student who...
Just a second, I will answer one more question. If I am weak in math, I mean, I have basic math and I haven't financial degree, is it possible to enroll? It's possible to enroll. And we have a so-called specialization. Specialization, that's, kind of, could be considered like prerequisite for the courses. And one of the specialization courses is quantitative methods. Please apply to our office. They would send you the data to register, and you can start your preparation, for math ahead. And this is free option. And sorry, Margarita.
Yes, of course. So we have another student, Daniil Yershov. Please, I kindly ask you to share your experience of studying at the program, just as Maxim did some time ago. So please, Daniil, are you here?
Yeah. Hi, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Great. I think I'm gonna be brief because Maxim already mentioned, I guess, all the benefits which also apply to me. I feel that this program is great in terms of flexibility because, I mean, you don't have to be physically present, which might be important. You can be anywhere and study almost any time. And then, but at the same time, it doesn't lose the quality because, I mean, the topics we discussed during the program, the team projects we did with my peers, they're just a really high level of quality. At the same time, professors are easily approachable. I mean, I could just text my professor in Telegram and get all the relevant inputs if I'm struggling. I was asking for additional sessions and could easily get those. So, I mean, it might be relevant for also for those from different backgrounds. And if you're struggling with the topic, you will receive all the necessary help here. So I guess those are the main benefits for me. Additionally, I can also mention that in my year, there were different students, international students, and we got along quite well. There are also some international programs. For example, in March, there was one in Vienna. So, I mean, you could also get exposure for other international students and universities. So it's been a year, and I don't regret about my choice for a single second. I would definitely apply for this program again, and well, recommend you too if it suits you. Thanks.
Neil, thank you very much. And guys, I would like to come back, to the issue of CFA exams, because there are some changes. The changes didn't touch the foreign students. So for them, in case they are studying the program online, so they're just registering for the exams, and if we decided that nominated those students that he is getting the scholarship, we are just informing the CFA Institute, and he is paying 75% less. For students with a Russian citizenship, the situation is a little bit different. You know that CFA Institute refused to take exams in Russia. So you are facing two new problems. The first problem is that you have to register for exam, and you have to register for this exam with address outside Russian Federation. Could be hotel, apartment of your friends, or whatever, doesn't matter. Besides it, you have to pay for the exam, taking into account that Visa and MasterCard quit Russia. You have to pay for those exams with foreign card issued anywhere outside Russia. And second, when you signed for the exam, you have to go to those countries where you registered this exam and to pass this exam. So there are some complications, but that's unfortunately beyond us.
So, Vasily Mikhailovich, help you for clarifying the information. And now we would like to pass to the question session. So do we have any questions from the audience, maybe in the chat, or you can use your voice to ask the questions and we will immediately answer it. Okay, it seems that no one wants to use their voice to ask the question. So what
Guys,
do you have?
don't hesitate.
Yeah.
Please, ask the questions if you have one. Once. Many questions, one question. You're welcome. Don't be shy. The financial people can't be shy. You understood everything. When I was in Harvard Business School, I had a professor on corporate finance, Collier Crum. Besides, I didn't mention that I graduated from Harvard Business School, besides everything. And he always suggested us very hard, really difficult cases on corporate finance. And in Harvard Business School, there is a tradition that you must discuss every case several times before the lecture. And normally nobody could find a solution. Then Collier started his lecture, and at the end of every lecture, he always emphasized that, guys, even my dog understands it.
Very relevant story, Vasily Mikhailovich. Okay, so if there
guys,
are no
dogs, you are not dogs, please ask questions. I don't believe that everything is clear.
So maybe we can then clarify some information about the CFA in the program still, because if I understand it correctly, we have a student who just recently have received
Garita, I see the question. So
okay.
What are the programs shorter than 2 years master program, but who are providing roughly the same knowledge? As I already mentioned, that we have training programs for CFA level 1 and level 2. They are both in Russian, but these are not the programs of higher education. Please keep it in mind. This is the preparation for the exam. So these courses are designed to teach you, to train you how to solve the questions on the CFA exam. It is not, they are not master programs. Okay, other questions? What is the code for enrolling? Okay, perfect, you got it. Okay, guys, if I think it's all more or less clear, you have all our contacts. The presentation will be sent to you. I just remind you that tomorrow is the deadline for other CFA affiliated program financial analyst. You still have some time to apply for this program. And for the finance program, the deadline is the 20th of September. So we are waiting all of you. And I think you will do the best being the students of our programs. And thank you very much for all the participants, especially for our students who shared the experience to be the student of the program, and for the online direction, and for the office of the Banking Institute. Thank you very much.
Thank you all for the participation.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.